Hey everybody, another interview for you guys. I know you guys are stoked because you fucking tell me you fucking love these goddamn things. Hey, this week we have back from New York on the show. New York, right? The Cardinal Points. What's up, guys?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Oh no, thank you. Let's start off with beards. This is what everybody wants to know is, what is it about beards that make people cool?
Nothing.
Well, Ronnie, you had a beard that was frankly an inspiration to all of us, and you got rid of your beard. So what made you leave your beard behind?
To be completely honest, girls. Completely honest, it's girls, dude. It's like, and you meet one that's like, oh man, this one is fucking rad, and then she starts talking about how fucking beards are sad. You lose the beard to try to get with the chick, and then it's like, I think that's kind of rock and roll. Fuck the beard, get with the chicks. No,
Rock and roll.
you guys are like a rock and roll band. Is that correct? Is that safe to assume?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Is that what you consider yourself, rock and roll, or is there a certain, style that you consider yourself?
Well, if we're gonna get technical about it, I suppose we would sit somewhere in an indie rock or pop subgenre. I think
We just play notes, and then they make sounds, and that's what it is.
I think the record has a lot of noodly bits that we can't really do live, so we're, I think live we're much more of a rock and roll kind of thing. But the inspiration is always probably, coming from and I don't mean this in a Britney Spears way, but like it's so much pop sensibility. But it's like, I don't know, the Beatles and whoever.
It's all the same. I'm no good at that stuff when it comes to genre. I just think everything's either rock or rap or pop. That's kind of where
It's rock for sure.
Yeah.
It's ours.
You guys are from New York, correct?
Yes.
How has New York influenced what you guys do? Because I talk to people from all over the place, and every place that I've talked to, they basically have their own little style. What is it about New York that influences your style?
Yeah, we're kind of old school in terms of, like, none of us grew up in New York. He's from California. Me and us two are from New England.
We're missing a member.
And he's from New England as well.
This is our drummer, Tom, who couldn't be here tonight.
Oh, Tom in effigy. That's cool.
We're going to burn that later. Basically, we all were in, the whole Velvet Underground, the filthy New York kind of scene in the 70s was kind of what drew us all here. And
But
it's not like that anymore.
Later in the 70s.
Yeah, we didn't arrive, we were kind of late. We didn't get here.
We were bad. Yeah. We were
doing our best to just continue the tradition.
Well, that was not in the 70s, just to be clear.
Yeah.
We're not
You don't want to date yourselves. No, that's cool. No, the 70s were really cool. No, I don't know anything about that. Do you guys have an album out? Well, here's the thing. I don't do a lot of research on bands. I try not to, because I just like to be like, tell me about you, instead of me having to sound like a fucking douche. Like, look what I know. Look what I read online. I went to your website. That's about the extent of it. And your website is pretty much listen to this one track and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I listened to the track, and I know, I'm assuming that there's probably an EP coming from that, or a record. Is there albums before this, or is this your first venture into getting music out there to the world?
This is where this gets complicated. This is this band's first record. We have an EP coming out September 18th. Called I Promised You Mermaids, but the ocean was empty. The track that is online right now is it's called The Strangest Days. The three of us have been in different bands together on and off these two consistently since the mid '90s, and me for much of the '90s, and then I went off and did some other stuff, and then like we collaborated. So, but this band is brand new. So this is our first. Like we haven't played a show yet. Yeah.
Fun.
So we're playing our first show is going to be October 2nd in Brooklyn at the Rock Shop. But so it's a brand new thing. But we've played all over the in different things. We've played all over the country, in Europe, and all over. So when we say we haven't played a show yet, it's not like we're trying to figure out how to play our instruments in the garage and we haven't I don't know.
Well, I listened to the track that you have out there, "The Strangest Day," correct? And it's obvious that you guys aren't just learning how to play your instruments, because it's pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. I wish there was more to hear, but maybe obviously I have to wait for that.
We sent you the link to the whole deal, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I get a lot of stuff. Mark the Intern is failing. I'll have Mark the Intern look for that, but on Mark the Intern, he listened to that track. He might have even listened to your album, you fucking prick. But and then didn't tell me. He I feel embarrassed now. This is what he said. He said that he thought it sounded a bit like a Pixies type of vibe, the bass line and sort of the vibe to it. Do you agree with that? I'm sorry?
I will say it for sure.
Yeah, Frank Black is
amazing, right?
Yeah, they're awesome. Frank Black's awesome. We love that.
Kim Deal, the bass player.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a fucking great singer.
He is a great singer.
Kim Deal is awesome.
We love the Pixies.
Okay. So who else influenced you?
In writing this record, it was a lot of Wilco and the Flaming Lips. I think in the delivery of the record, the writing of the record was a little softer, and then I think in the delivery of the record, Vic, who's our bass player, he really brings in a lot of he and Tom are a muscle rhythm section, so it keeps the songs from getting too soft. But in writing the records, we were listening to a lot of the National, the Wilco, Flaming Lips, stuff like that.
In New York, the scene that you're gonna be part of, what bands? That sounded really weird. I know, but I try to base obviously my questions are based on how I think here in Hawaii. Here in Hawaii, there's the rock scene, and then there's the indie rock scene, and it's a really small town, and they kind of coexist kind of on different tracks, right? And so this is stupid. In the track that you would consider yourself in, what bands are out there that you think, other than yourself, people should be listening to?
From New York?
Yeah.
Well, there's a great band called Barren Heaven that we love. They're awesome.
We're not really like at all what we do. They're great.
Yeah, they're nothing like what we do, but they're a great band. Who else?
I'm a little bit obsessed with this band called Field Mouse. Their singer is really pretty.
That helps.
No, but they do kind of a dream pop kind of thing. There's in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
That's it? Not cool? Cool. Right on. I think Barren Heaven, they're kind of big, right?
Yeah, they're getting there, yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple years ago, I don't know. I got all excited when we first sort of started, 4 years ago. Everything we play is by request. Someone requested a track of theirs. We played it on their show. I mentioned it, and they fucking put something on their blog. I got really caught a boner over it because I felt like people were talking about us now. That's them. I enjoyed them a lot as well. They rank high on my list of coolness.
When are you coming to New York?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to tell me that's what I'm doing. I've been to a few places now. Like, like, oh, do a show. I once was in Washington, D.C., did a show there. I went to London for 2 weeks and did a show from some cat's house because they thought it would be cool. New York is somewhere I want to come, that's for sure. But who knows when. It's all money manager stuff.
It's not exactly an easy fight, right?
You have this EP coming out. It's due out when?
September 18th.
What can everybody that gets this album expect from it?
To have their lives changed in a way. To finally understand the true meaning of truth and beauty. To find. Know what it is. To know the flesh of another.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself because I know later on I'm going to catch so much fucking grief for asking that question the way that I did. Because it's like I walked right into a fucking bear trap. Like fucking, it's fucking say something. It's hot as fuck here.
It's fuck here too.
Yeah, it's fucking so hot.
Different way.
Right.
It's hot as fuck and it's not. There's no trees outside. It's just nasty. It smells like shit everywhere.
Humid, sticky, gross, man. Yeah. This town is gross in the summer.
New York City sucks balls.
What do you think about New York City?
Oh, it's great. It's a great place to come and visit.
It's a wonderful town. It's
great music.
It's people walk around naked.
Everyone's so friendly. It's cheap and
it's easy to find, apartments and
everything's great.
Yeah.
It's a little humid.
Small town.
Yeah. What I like to ask a few questions to everybody that I have on. I'm sure if you've watched any of the interviews, you might have heard some of these. I'd like to ask you those. Unicorns, are they overrated?
Definitely.
There's a small child in the other room. I don't know if we should talk about this or not. Unicorns.
Do you want to see my penis?
Okay. That's gonna be like on a loop. I'm gonna do that on a loop. I'm gonna show. It's gonna be. Do you want to see my penis? Do you want to see my penis? It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be a whole week of promos. What are people saying about Beneath Everything? Do you want to see my penis? Favorite alcoholic beverage?
Tonight it's
wine.
Tonight it's wine.
I like martinis.
I like beer and whiskey.
Yeah, me too. I can drink some wine though. Ever been so drunk you fell down?
Of course.
We're playing rock and roll. What do you think?
That's ridiculous. I've never done such a thing. That's terrible. How dare you ask us?
You wouldn't believe how many rock and roll people that I've talked to have said no, and I pride myself on falling down. Things aren't good until I fall down.
I am a poser. Just right there.
Weirdest things about you guys?
I have an extra nipple.
Is that true?
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Can I see that?
No.
I'll show you my penis.
He's got a penis obsession, but somehow he's not gay.
Yeah, hey.
That's weird. My wife is gay. I mean, she is a gay man trapped in a woman's body. It's true.
Nice. What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, nipple pops.
And lastly, which one of you will show us your penis?
It's the man who offered.
Oh man, this is too much fun.
All right, really? All right.
No.
You know how many penises I've seen put on TV already. It gets me a lot of. It makes me fans. I have like this. There's this transsexual porn industry PR person that sends all their clients to me, and I had one on that was like obsessed with pulling out his penis and fucking or her penis, and it fucking went really well on TV here. We're late at night, so I could do that. I could throw penis.
I can understand why you show it off.
Yeah.
Look what I got! Holy shit!
That's what I said. Oh damn. So obviously you said that this is like sort of a new thing for you guys as far as this band. You guys are going. The album's will be coming out. Assuming you're going to tour the album, is that the plan?
That's the plan.
Do you have dates and shit already ready to go, like a plan, or is it just sort of in the ether?
Let's not call it ether. Let's call it TBD.
Okay. So it's still out there, to be determined. All right. Is there any place you wanted? Do you think? What are people? I mean, obviously you sent out this album to people to listen to me included. I guess I didn't listen to it though. But what are other people saying about it?
I love you, man. That's awesome.
Well, the people who have listened to it.
Yeah, those people.
The reaction has been good. It's been pretty positive. There's been a lot of kind of interest, especially in some of the tracks.
A lot of interest in his penis, actually.
A lot of penis interest. No, I mean, it's good. I don't really know how to answer that question right now.
Okay, that's cool. I'll tell you what, not hearing it, I think it's really good.
People have been digging it. Mostly they've been reacting to the single, which has been good. They've been, it's got this kind of, end of the world / lazy day kind of feel, and that I think feels sort of the moment, and people seem to dig that a little bit.
Like the end of the world is like your day off, so you're just chilling.
Kind of, yeah.
What's next for you guys then? After that, you got this album that's coming out. Do you guys like go right into like thinking about another one, or is it just like, oh, we got to get this out there?
No, we're writing for some more stuff. I think we're going to do some singles, rather than waiting to collect a whole another collection of songs. But like, we're gonna do some singles. We're gonna get to Europe. We're gonna do some stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. And you're gonna want to come with us.
Okay, I will. I'm sure.
You're gonna call us and say, I actually did listen to it, and it's fucking awesome, and I love you.
Cool. You know how many times people have told me they loved me and didn't? This single vibe that you're talking about. This is something that people do all the time now. This is like kind of. Is this like who puts out an album now, right? Like, I mean, it's just like you put a couple tracks on Bandcamp, and then you promote those, and then a couple more come out on Bandcamp or SoundCloud. It's sort of a trend. Did you see it this way, and is that why you're deciding to do that, or is it just easy?
Yeah, well, there's an element of that. I mean, I think the first thing out was an EP because we needed a little bit of a body of work in order to have a clear assessment of what it is that we're trying to do. Because it's not like, obviously the songs range. We're not writing the exact same song over again. So I think for us, we needed to make a little bit of a bigger body of work. A full-length record felt a little bit ambitious at this point. But then now we've done that, and we kind of have a benchmark. Then it feels like doing some singles, to keep up some sort of promotional momentum, and also like to keep us kind of focused. Feels like the right move. And then at the end of the day, after the fact, you can assemble, a collection.
Are you guys on a label?
No.
Do you feel like you need one?
No.
Nobody needs a label anymore. You can't make money playing music anyway.
I was on a band, this was years ago, I was on a band on Hollywood Records, which is Disney's label. We had a $500,000 deal. And
is it really Disney's label?
It's Disney's labels. We were we were label mates with
Mickey Mouse.
no. What's her name? Teen Pop thing of 2003.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever. Chris Feinstein, our bass player, was walking around the label, asking where she was, like going to people's offices and be like,
Miley Cyrus?
no, it wasn't Miley Cyrus. It was.
Who cares?
In sync.
But she was underage at that point. He's like, have you seen what's her name? Because I'm going to date her.
Oh, Taylor Swift?
No.
I'm just trying to perv it up like you would.
No, so anyway, it was a $500,000 deal. And we were like, after all of the fucking business manager and the management and everyone all took their little piece, like, we were living on, we each got paid like, it was $400 a week to live on. And it was like, and we spent a lot of money recording and turned out no songs and then got shelved. Which is fair. But the point is the point of all of that was like it was a lot of energy and a lot of money to something that just like had nothing to do with anything. We're making our records. We can do it. We have this setup. We can do it without anybody helping us. We can release it. We've got worldwide distribution for this EP. It's going to come out. It's going to be on iTunes all over the world. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on Spotify and RDO and everything. Like, what would a label do for us at this point? Because it's not going to be enough money that it would actually change anything.
Right.
Yeah. It would take. It's a lot of work, and they would do some of the work, but
they never do it.
But it's not going to change anything.
Yeah. I've noticed that people don't really need that kind of thing now. Like I wonder sometimes when someone says, "Yeah, I want one" or "I need one," if that's if they're just in some sort of have some sort of idea, that it's supposed to be that way. But it doesn't seem that way now. Like people seem to just be doing all their own thing. Mark just came in. He said that the album's really good.
Wait, Mark.
He just walked into the back room.
He can't hear you because you have headphones.
Yeah, he can't hear you. Like if I take them off, it gets really weird. The interview. Do you have a message for him?
Yeah.
What's your message for Mark?
Do you listen to the record?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Hold on.
I want to do this live. Yes, we do.
He likes to listen to it when he's on the can.
Yeah.
He
He might actually be in the bathroom. I will get to him, and I'll let you know. Is there anything else you want to tell the world, or is there anything that you want to say to the people of Hawaii before I let you go?
We are going to make love to each and every single one of you, one at a time, and you will
not enjoy it.
Oh, man.
It would be the most unsatisfying 35 seconds of your life.
That's it, man.
This is too much fun. All right. Is there anything else you want me to talk about? Is there anything like me to edit in, like anything that you want me to touch on before I let you guys go, like that you feel like maybe you want to get out there?
I feel like there's definitely a penis joke there, but I'm going to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to give props to our buddy Tom Collins, who's not here, because he's been on tour with the Pinkerton Thugs, another band he's in, and another band called the Wicked Hearts. Check both of those bands out, because they're cool as shit. And he's the best drummer in the world.
He actually is the best drummer in the world, and that's a fact, and you can look that up in the Guinness Book of World Records.
His name's Tom Collins. He's also a pretty good drummer.
Tom or Tommy now?
I don't know.
Will you guys cut like a little bumper for me before I let you guys go? Like a hey, you're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker kind of vibe.
Sure. Absolutely.
Feel free.
Hey, you're watching what? You're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker. Ronnie!
Ronnie Rocker.
And that Ron, what? Do you do that all the time? No.
What?
It's just, what?
What does Rucker rhyme with? What?
What?
What? Everyone, just calm down.